Today, we're diving into the grandfather paradox, a fascinating topic. Imagine going back in time and preventing your grandfather from meeting your grandmother. Would you ever be born to go back in time in the first place? This thought puzzle shakes our understanding of time and reality. What are your thoughts?
This really makes you wonder about free will and destiny. If changing the past alters the future, does that mean everything is predetermined? Or do we have the power to rewrite history with every choice?
That's deep, Brian. On another note, time travel appears so frequently in movies and books. Think about Back to the Future, it shows both the thrill and the chaos of time interventions. Why do you think such stories captivate us so much?
Perhaps it's our fascination with the unknown. Time travel stories let us question reality and explore the what-ifs. It's also a way to reflect on our past choices and imagine alternate lives.
As we delve into the origin and history of the grandfather paradox, let's consider, where did this thought experiment begin and why does it continue to intrigue us? The roots of this paradox reach back to discussions on causality and the nature of time. But what's your take on how these ideas were formed and evolved?
The paradox traces its origins back to early philosophical musings and scientific debates. It's fascinating that something so abstract has persisted for centuries. I think it reflects humanity's relentless quest to understand our place in the universe. How do we reconcile engaging in acts that might negate our very existence?
Right, Brian. It was in the 20th century that the paradox took center stage in scientific and popular discourse. Imagine Einstein's and Gödel's theories of relativity shedding light on the possibilities of time loops. These intellectual pursuits have crafted a remarkable tapestry that links physics and human curiosity.
True, Sonia, yet some might argue that focusing on such paradoxes complicates rather than clarifies our understanding. But isn't embracing the mystery part of what makes the grandfather paradox so compelling? It allows us to explore the tension between scientific law and the freedom of human imagination.
Summing up our discussion, it's evident the grandfather paradox continues to challenge and inspire us. As with many elements of time travel, answers remain elusive, offering more questions. How can we continue to balance these mysteries with our growing scientific understanding? Perhaps the journey itself is just as vital as the destination. So far, we've examined the fascination and intellectual roots of the grandfather paradox. Now, let's explore its implications. If our actions could alter our existence, how do we define identity and continuity? What does being here truly mean?
That's a wild thought, Michelle. It challenges the notion of a fixed timeline. If the past can be altered, is the future just as malleable? Or does it mean each moment exists in endless possibilities, like a kaleidoscope of realities?
It's especially intriguing when considering personal responsibility. If alternate realities exist, do our actions carry the same weight? Maybe our decisions are part of a broader spectrum where each choice leads somewhere unique.
If each choice spirals into its own path, it blurs lines between destiny and free will. Could it imply everything we do holds infinite value, not just within our own reality but across countless others?
Exploring these philosophical implications, we face profound questions about identity. If timelines can change, do we maintain the same self or become someone new each time events shift?
Such a concept is mind-bending, Michelle. It implies that our sense of self is fluid, almost like a river constantly changing even if the stream feels the same. Are we then defined by memories, choices, or something deeper?
It seems our identity could be more like a tapestry woven from different experiences, each thread adding to the whole. If universe is split with every decision, maybe all possibilities coexist, shaping us in complexity.
It's fascinating to consider that perhaps our essence remains stable despite these changes. Our call might act like a lighthouse, guiding through turbulent seas of shifting timelines, anchoring us amidst ambiguity.
As we reflect on these ideas, it underscores how complex identity and existence truly are. These discussions inspire us to ponder not just who we are, but our impact across varied realities. How do we continue this exploration while embracing the mystery of our potential selves? As we examine scientific theories addressing the grandfather paradox, let's start with multiverse theories. Could parallel universes resolve these paradoxes by creating separate timelines for each decision?
That's an intriguing thought, Michelle. The idea of multiverses allows for timelines to branch out, which might dodge these paradoxes. But does that mean every historical possibility exists somewhere out there?
It's like a cosmic safety net. Yet, it makes you wonder, if multiple realities exist, how do they interact, or do they remain separate realms unaffected by each other's actions?
What about other theories, like the self-consistency principle, which suggests that actions in the past are limited to what does not alter history significantly? It's fascinating how these ideas propose that some aspects of time are stringent.
Both theories pull at the fabric of fate and free will. Could reconciling them give us insights into more profound laws of the universe? It raises intriguing possibilities about how reality is structured.
What's mind-bending is that these theories suggest reality is more flexible than we think. If every action sits within these frameworks, are we changing the universe with each tiny choice we make?
And if reality is pliable, defined by laws yet to be known, it makes every moment unique in its potential. Can science someday untangle this web, or will mystery always weave through our understanding?
Each theory offers a lens to view time's mysteries. Perhaps they are pieces of a larger puzzle we still must discover. Wondering if science or imagination leads is a never-ending adventure.
Let's move from theory to what truly resonates with us, how the grandfather paradox has made its mark on pop culture and media. Why does it continue to grip our imagination, appearing in films like Back to the Future or shows like Doctor Who?
It's because these stories take complex concepts and turn them into relatable adventures. They remind us of our own desires to change our past mistakes or relive happy moments, offering a narrative playground where anything is possible.
Absolutely, Ryan. These narratives give us a form of control over time, reflecting our human yearning for second chances. They are also thrilling because they challenge our understanding of cause and effect, prompting us to think beyond the linear.
And don't forget the philosophical exploration these stories offer. They are not just escapism, but provoke serious reflection on identity, choice, and consequence. They illustrate how intertwined our lives and choices really are.
So, pop culture uses the grandfather paradox to entertain and enlighten us, beckoning us to question our realities. Despite the unresolved nature of these paradoxes, their presence in media keeps curiosity alive. How will future stories continue to explore this timeless thought experiment? Diving deeper, let's consider the ethical and moral dilemmas posed by the grandfather paradox. If we could alter our past, what responsibility would we carry for the ripple effects across time?
It's quite the dilemma. The power to change history brings the burden of unintended consequences. Imagine altering a small event that drastically changes humanity's course. Do we have the moral right to play with time?
It's a heavy notion, Brian. These paradoxes question our ethical compass, especially when you consider how changes could advantage some at the expense of others. This conundrum highlights the complexity of moral responsibility.
Precisely, Sonia. If a time traveler causes harm, even unknowingly, are they culpable? The paradox enforces a moral reflection on our decisions' consequences across conceivable realities. Do intentions or outcomes define morality in time travel?
These ethical inquiries keep the paradox relevant, encouraging us to reflect on our decisions, not just in the context of time travel, but in our daily lives. How might understanding these implications influence choices in our current timeline? As potential resolutions to the grandfather paradox unfold, we have to ask what these solutions truly mean for our understanding of time. Are parallel timelines an answer, or merely a detour from the core question?
That's a thought-provoking point, Michelle. Multiverse theories suggest we navigate timelines like streams in a river, possibly creating new paths without altering the original. But do these paths coexist peacefully, or are they in constant flux?
Parallel timelines are fascinating yet daunting. If each choice spawns a new reality, it highlights the significance and weight of decisions. But does this offer hope or overwhelm us with infinite variations?
Maybe there's comfort in the self-consistency principle. The idea that time has built-in safeguards, where paradoxes resolve without major changes, suggests the stability inherent to time itself. It paints a picture of time as both malleable and steady.
These theories entwine insights and enigmas, reminding us of the depth and complexity of time. They offer glimpses yet demand further exploration. Can reconciling these ideas help us understand not just time, but life's intricacies? Reflecting on our journey with the grandfather paradox, it reveals time's layered mysteries and our own nature. As these theories confront our realities, they offer profound insights. How will our understanding of identity evolve with these concepts?
It's mind-bending to imagine our identity shifting as dynamics of time change. Each theory could unlock new ways to see ourselves, like endless mirrors revealing potential truths. Where will this curiosity lead us next?
As stories and theories continue to intertwine, they encourage introspection into our desires and fears about time's control. The balance between fact and fiction urges us to find comfort in life's uncertainties.
By examining these perspectives, we navigate the edges of knowledge and imagination. Embracing the paradoxes of time encourages us to ask deeper questions and explore the universe of possibilities within ourselves.